So it's been a little bit.
You're correct.
Yeah. So
Just a tad.
how?
Just a wee smidge.
So as far as recap goes, how far back would you like me to? So
Can
I'll
you
go
start from when Cliff was born?
Yes. So
Start at the top, Maestro.
I probably could. You would be the easiest one to follow with, or maybe William. But as far as
I would say all the shit that the Cerebrum told us, or whatever.
yes.
What did we start calling him?
So he goes by Cerebrum, the dealer, or George.
We decided
Okay.
to pick George, and he was disappointed.
Yeah, we picked George. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
You know how, like, when you're watching, I don't know if anybody else, like, binge watches things, but when you're watching something and it's very clear that when they're, like, last time on whatever show it is, and they bring up something that happened a while ago, and you're like, that character's coming back. It's gonna be in this episode. I feel like you should give us the recap of whatever's relevant for what's about to happen.
Yes, I will do that. And to the audience as well, I know that it has been a while, so bear with us if you're binging, as I believe this is going to be quite a bit of a recap. So, we have two characters, Jamie and Robbie, who had reappeared at the end of the last episode. Now I want to react out like the scenes they were in, as if like you were like watching it in like a last time on. Jamie is a high school senior who is a aspiring journalist, and was looking to Gabe to ask about the incident that happened at the pet shop, which had led to him basically saying everything that happened with the monster, but nothing about his relationship to Vita, which had sparked her interest and had led her to later following you to the grocery store, in which she then not only saw monsters, but she saw that you were part monster, and the tattoo that was on Hold'em's arm, I believe arm. And
Yes. Yep.
we have Robbie, who is a couple years older than Jamie, and has been shown to be slightly abusive, to say the least, or at least seen physically abusing Jamie. But it seems as if he still has a close relationship with her. He was then seen again by Hold'em and Tex before heading to the casino for the third arc, putting up posters for Omaha, or as his poster put it, for Brian Terra, his brother. As he had thought that he had gone missing, when what actually happened to him, as you guys had deduced, he was... what you guys maybe thought was that he was trying to be killed, but was actually happening was he was held down in the river for long enough that the effects of it had meshed with his brain and kind of opened his mind to the universe and a plethora of cosmic information that you eventually also learned happened to your mentor 4. And as you guys went about your mystery of who could have done this, you later found out that it was Ace, and that Ace was following orders from someone even higher up, that not only is there the council, but there's a secondary council, and then there is a head position that is a incredibly centuries-old man that goes by the name Cerebrum, or the dealer, or as you guys have found, his original name being George. And he dropped a lot. He set up that the cosmos is set up of 3 different forces. this body, mind, and soul that you guys have constantly been hearing, especially from those whose minds have been cosmically opened. And you guys have finally had it explained that a long time ago there was, before any life, those three cosmic forces, and George had dropped a hint about there being some sort of goddess or god that had split itself into those three forces to create the universe. But that there are still fragments of that eternal being that are almost pure amounts of those things. And that even though that explosion of creating the universe is still ever expanding, those pieces have a gravity to them that are slowly attracted to one another. So while the body one had, as you learned from Jesse, hit Mars, essentially parasite consumed almost his entire civilization, and then sucked the planet dry, is now on Earth. And that was attracted to Earth because before that, many centuries ago, I believe in the 1600s or early 1700s, a meteor landed in America that was very in touch with the cosmic idea of mind. And that while in this dark underground cave that was once the asteroid crater, even though your mind could comprehend that there was an asteroid there, George has explained that even if you were to touch it, you would not physically feel it, but your mind would understand that it's there. And that it being in contact with this body of water is what creates the effects of the river. And that about maybe 150 years later, I forget the exact number, the body meteorite had come down and landed pretty near, and that eventually became the nuclear testing sites in Nevada. And Area 51 opened up right next door. And that the underground nuclear testing that was done there was done on that asteroid because they were finding that it was doing very strange things, mutating people that came too close to it. And as far as they understood, it went dormant. You guys have pieced together that these parasites, though, have been coming from underground, different from how Jesse had been saying that, you know, they were, like, shot up into the air, and that they've been coming out slowly, rather than all at once, like it did on Mars. And that is mostly it. Instead of, you know, following George's plan of needing a successor, which Ace thought he was going to be, but he wanted Hold'em instead, Hold'em decided no, and in what would have led to confrontation, you were able to compromise on the fact of trying to keep the higher up position of Cerebrum secret, as well as keeping the Order a secret, but still working together. As you can definitely tell, there is a high amount of paranoia and fear when it comes to who can know what, and putting people like Cerebrum at risk of being known by others. At least that's how he sees it. As for that, though, he has also seen a vision of another meteorite, a large one, not like the small one that Cliff had a vision of, but a larger one landing somewhere near here. And that might happen sometime in the future. So, avoiding conflict for now, and what you guys have pieced together being the second level council having knocked out the other members that were currently at the casino, you guys had made a truce for now, but this was short-lived, or cut short, once Jamie and Robbie had busted into the scene and had broken the glass on the locked front door to the casino.
And that's where we are now.
That's where you are now.
Cool.
Just
My
don't
mind
forget
is-
that she has a gun.
Yeah, my mind's
Yes,
flowing with information.
Yes. So yeah, that is where we are now.
One thing I have in my notes says Joker in casino alone. Is Joker there?
Yes, so I believe that what had happened was, Robbie and Jamie had entered the casino, and the issue was that a lot of the casino members are currently asleep and unconscious. So
Yeah.
that leaves whoever's a part of the secondary council to deal with whoever, the two intruders of the casino. And when Joker went to approach them, Robbie, holding a baseball bat, had actually, I believe he knocked her out.
Okay.
Unless I'm mistaken, and it was just that she was approaching them, in which case I am now starting it off by you are still in the cave and you watch them approach her and she is knocked out with a swing.
Okay, so we need to go up there, right?
Now, before we jump in, does anybody have any questions at least?
At this
I don't
point,
think so.
could we read a bad situation for what is the best way to? Can I read a bad situation and ask ask questions
Sure, of course.
about this? Because I don't know. I think at the end of this we might have done the read a bad situation, but hey, we'll do a start of the session roll. Why not? Fuck. I forget for
2d6.
this 2d6. Okay, it's just been so much rolling of other things.
Yeah.
That is a 5. So if that is a 5 plus sharp, which is a 0. So that's a failure.
Okay, can I try to help him out?
Sure, go right ahead.
It's a 5 though. So
Yeah, but I have a thing where when I successfully help out, you get +2.
ah,
Just like that.
neat. That's a 10.
Yep. 10 even.
All right.
All right.
So
That'll bring you to a 7. 7 and 9, hold 1. What's my best way in, best way out? Any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims? Now, I will give you this too.
okay.
I apologize for those who are going from one episode to the next. I believe we ended the last episode with a roll as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that happened.
And I want to say I gave the information that the best way to protect the victims was to, because they are unconscious and because there's nobody to necessarily keep them from going anywhere secret now, you want to make sure that, these two armed individuals don't get to the other people, that are unconscious.
Okay.
And I believe I think the biggest threat was just... Well, actually, I'll let you pick another one. I think you just had that one question, but I could be totally wrong. But that's
Okay. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
I will say being able to see the screen and Hold'em actually notices you looking directly at them, and you're able to see that not only is Robbie carrying, that baseball bat, but you're able to see that Jamie is holding a revolver, and
Yes.
you point that out to Hold'em standing next to you, and then Hold'em, you're able to see even closer now looking, and you point out to Cliff that it looks like Robbie even has some sort of revolver in his pocket that you can just make out.
Cool.
Okay.
Is that a... Wait, what'd you say he has?
He has a gun too.
Is that a gun? Or are you just happy to see me? For the record, Jeremiah does not say that. That is just me being a dick.
I mean, it would have fit Jeremiah anyway.
Oh, totally.
To be fair.
Big vibes.
Well, what the fuck are we gonna do now?
We need to
go
approach
ahead.
this very carefully. Because
Okay, so
she is out for my ass.
so you shouldn't talk to her. Who's the one that she would be like the least terrified to notice?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I mean, all of us were in the freezer then that day, right?
We all
were all of us completely visible to her? I remember there was something about people behind doors or not, or...
So, I believe the way it was set up, she stepped into the back room, but could not see into the freezer. She... Because I do believe that the monster had slowly made its way out of the freezer, and then you guys killed it out there. So... I want to say... maybe hasn't seen Cliff, and we'll say maybe hasn't seen Jeremiah. But
Okay,
that's a maybe.
Do we want to try to play an angle where you guys, like, are running from us, and I do, the air quotes, where you guys are, like, running from us, and you want to, like, ask them for help or whatever?
I feel like that would just make the situation even worse.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I'll say this.
Is there a fire alarm nearby?
Well, could I just, I'm out of character real quick. I do have a thing called Trust Me. When you tell a normal person the truth in order to protect them from danger, well, I guess in this instance they are the danger, but we could say that by even trying to infiltrate the situation, that these two are not only they're the danger, but they are also in danger themselves because they're gonna get themselves killed by doing this.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Are you guys speaking within earshot of George?
Well, this I'm talking out of character at the moment, but that's...
Okay.
I think Hold'em is too worried about the current situation to not realize that he's talking loud.
So within earshot of George, we're all just staring at our sneakers, is what we're trying to tell you.
No. Well, I figured, like I was saying, he has this little teched up recliner, and above the doors where you originally entered the cave are a whole bunch of TV screens that all show surveillance. And I also want to reiterate, too, that both Ace, Jack, and... let me check my notes.
6 and 10 are the other ones you had in the second tier.
Thank you. I do believe that 6 and 10 are also there. And it was Joker who had been looking over the hostages, but had just been knocked out. So I will say that George is like, whatever you do, I don't want them to know about the order.
Right, me neither. Any future vision you can bestow upon us?
I mean, you could take a dip in the river if you'd like.
Right. Yeah, I guess that is how this all works.
I'm of the camp where I feel like you can't beat the classics, and so I'm thinking that if there was I'm sorry if this was already answered, and I'm just trying to piece things together. They've entered the casino, or they've entered further in, like when we see them coming in armed, looking to get Will's ass, as it were.
I think they're in the main casino area.
Okay, so I'm
yes.
thinking, is there a way for us, I was not kidding when I said, is there a fire alarm somewhere? Is there a way to make it that it's a necessary evacuation where if the people whoever else is in the casino starts going towards the exits, it'll push them out. And then if we hold back for a second, knowing that there's no actual real danger, we can then assess a better way to exit.
I don't think there are other patrons in the casino.
I will. Yeah.
I assumed that this was like an active casino.
No,
they
not at the moment.
after the Omaha incident, when he ran out and then everybody ran out and you guys helped detain him, they had kept the casino closed. And when
Right,
you guys
because
had
I'm
come
absolutely
today-
playing this game and paying attention.
It's okay. And after you, no, it's been a little while. And
Yeah.
after you guys had arrived, in order to check on Omaha and try to piece together the mystery, Tex had let you in and then locked the door behind you. You'd bet that probably Robbie and Jamie might have just walked in, but the fact that it was locked, that they decided to just break right in.
So,
I'm-
not
can I
to
pro-
like. I'm sorry.
Well, I was gonna say real quick.
I still like the idea of pulling a fire alarm, even if it's not going to do anything. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
I have there's no fire alarms down here because the cave walls are hard to, like, put stuff in, but I have a button on my chair that it can activate a fire alarm.
Oh, I was gonna say, and also, the dungeon master doesn't want to have fire alarms active for this particular part.
No, I'm not gonna throw in, like, fire alarm sound effects. I'll just, like, you guys can use your imagination.
Wee woo.
I like the idea. I was also going to propose. I feel like Cliff, despite his charm, I don't know, and I also knowing myself and as an actual individual, is not very good at speaking. So I was gonna say that if we are going to try to negotiate with the hostages, I guess, or with the person, the people holding them hostage, type situation, because that's kind of what's gonna end up happening here. I feel like Jeremiah might be the smartest move here, because Jeremiah has experience with smooth talking people.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to lay it down real straight.
Yeah.
I have my background move is that I'm a charlatan, and if I roll really well, plus cool, which is only +1, sorry, I can make people think I'm using magic and fool somebody into thinking that I'm doing some sort of illusion, or I can manipulate people by fortune telling. However, I don't know if I can just, like, bounce out from behind a curtain and be like, want to see a magic trick? If they're really going to, like...
Well, I also think that at this point, any sort of magic thing, I think, is going to force them to shoot.
Not if,
I
if I'm actually trying to, like... I'm talking, like, shitty magic. I'm talking, like, rabbit out of the hat, handkerchief up my sleeve.
Just pull
The
out your
card
deck
was
of tarot
behind your
cards.
ear. Yeah, like, I was thinking of something that I was, like, just like, hey, I'm an apprentice here, and I want to show you some things. You have a minute? And then just relentlessly not let them go as a way of distraction. That's that's my really bad proposition for the first way to handle this. Secondly, I have, I don't know. I chose a dumbass skill where I can ask people on the internet for help. Like, this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So I don't know if that's going to help at all.
Oh my god.
But it's like,
Wait.
when you contact a net friend to help you with a mystery roll plus charm, I have +3 charm base. So.
Cause like, I do think that there needs to be some sort of distraction to keep them away from trying to dive deeper into the casino at the moment.
I'm literally willing to
so
do whatever you want.
I will say, in terms of friends in the area as NPCs, not only have you previously called up Deputy Denham Freeman, but
I have friends on the force.
but I
So I
did
can
drop
act
this.
under pressure.
I did drop this before you guys even started investigating anything. Clyde was interested in going to Las Vegas today. He might be in the area.
Do I trust Clyde here?
Do I drop Clyde
In the middle of this shitstorm. So here's the thing.
That's all I wanted to say.
No, I totally hear you.
I love that idea.
I do love that idea. I kind of want to play with it a little bit, but here's the thing. Like, okay, Cliff turns to George real quick. Is there a way that, because we are currently here, is there a way for you to activate the doors of the casino? Like, to actually open them up for other people to, to enter?
I mean, if I had something like that, I don't think people would just come on in when they see like a broken glass front door.
I guess that's true. Okay, all right. So my I'm thinking here is
I feel like that was a little bit of snark from George.
it
Well,
was
if
very
I
snarky.
did have that.
Thing is, I don't know if Cliff exuded all of his energy last episode screaming at George, so I don't think he has anything left in him. What happens if Jeremiah uses his internet abilities and says something to the effect of that there is a huge giveaway going on at the casino, and that causes maybe a storm of people to enter the casino looking to get get their hand on the situation?
Does anybody have the ability to make somebody appear different? Does anybody have anything like that? Because I swear to God, if we said that we could, like, that there was a celebrity sighting and got people down and just absolutely blew up the spot.
I can do magic.
Yeah, so can I.
Well, okay, so if that
tries
magic...
to pull a coin out from behind your ear and you slap his hand away.
so when you say you could do magic, does that mean that like you could do any spell that you can really think of then?
I can do anything beyond human limitations.
Okay.
There are no limits to like what my magic can do. It just depends on the dice roll and if Walsh will let me do it.
I kind of like this idea.
Yeah, I would say this isn't like something that falls under like big magic. So
Yeah.
You can do that.
Oh. All right.
I'm in love with this idea then. So, and we were trying to figure this out as these guys are approaching.
I would. As you're looking at the screen, it just looks like they're kind of just looking around the casino, and like maybe like starting to head towards like the employee area.
All right.
To like
so,
look around and see who's here.
In the world that we are in Flats, Nevada, who is like the biggest celebrity? Is we gonna do celebrity or giveaway? Because I think celebrity would be really funny.
What? Let me hear from Matt and Gabe real quick, because I feel like I want to hear what you guys are thinking about the situation.
Oh my God! It's Chip Skyler.
I mean, I think we should do whatever the funniest name of a celebrity we can think of is.
That's what I was about to say.
Okay.
Can we do some sort of like pun that won't hit us with like a cease and desist order?
Can we have the guy from Glee again?
Oh my God! Yes!
So that was
But the fake name, like the one that we didn't like, that he thought, or his real name rather.
Cord.
So his real name is Cord Overstreet.
Cord.
Right. So Cord Overstreet is at the casino.
So full disclosure, to
and I
those who didn't
tweeted
watch,
out to my like 40,000 followers.
for those who have not watched Deck the Malls, please do so before watching this episode.
Yeah. So I
Or don't.
I had or don't. Yeah. If anybody's seen Glee, that's he plays Sam, and he made an appearance in our Deck the Malls.
All right, now
He
now
literally
the
looks like
question
he's
is-
fake. He literally
Now
looks
the
like a fake
question is,
person.
who are we going to? Should one of us disguise themselves as Cord, or should I make
Make a
Jack
cord?
or make a Cord? Should I make Jack or 6 or 10 do it?
Well, are we trying to escape as a unit? Are we trying to leave?
Well, we're trying to protect people at this point.
Yeah.
We're trying to protect the people who have passed out.
Right.
In
Okay.
that
That's what I
room.
meant.
I have
So-
a question.
Go ahead, Gabe.
Is Jamie a Cord Overstreet fan?
I would imagine that she probably is.
That's true. Could we arguably this is so dumb, but I love it. Can we have William roll to think back and to like remember if there was any sort of celebrity or TV show or movie gear that she may have had on hand?
Yeah, sure.
Like a little I Love Cord Overstreet Street like knapsack.
Yes, she did have lots of pins on her backpack.
Right.
So I want you to roll.
Oh no.
I guess that would be to roll plus sharp
What is
to
my
see
sharp
if
stat?
I'd agree
you
with
would
that.
notice that.
+1. Okay, so okay. Holy shit!
Yeah!
That's a 12.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, so you are able to recall that there were definitely some Glee pins on there, and I mean most of them definitely some like Redbubble not official ones, but there were plenty of Glee pins on there.
Oh my god.
So here, can I propose something then?
Yes.
I think that we should try to pick someone who is on the younger side. So definitely not Cliff.
Is it gonna have to be me?
It might have to be William, which might actually be very interesting. But we don't have to. We could also have a
Okay.
decoy of someone else in the.
No, I think it
Question
should be
is-
William.
I think it should be William.
Okay.
Okay.
After like the crowd gets here that we're tracking with Cordova Street. what is our plan to like subdue Jamie and Robbie, I guess? Because I feel like they're still gonna try to
Wait,
like,
I have an idea.
especially if they don't notice us leave.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Is there a certain point? So, like, when you do your thing to make so theoretically, if Will complies, we are going
Yep.
to zap Will potentially to look like Cordova Street, right? That's what we're doing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
I'm just
the
double
plan.
checking the plan so that I don't think that I know what's going on, and then clearly I don't. So then, is it possible, or is there like a cooldown or something for you to potentially like hit Robbie to make him look like Cordova Street temporarily, and so it distracts everybody to like run on
What?
them?
I mean, I feel like they would notice very quickly that they have guns.
All right, so Cordova Street
I
comes
don't-
to play. I don't know what to say about that.
Okay. This also
No, but, like-
involves me asking Vita, because he's, like, player 5.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
true.
I love this.
I
so
have not
much
seen
now.
Glee.
So, Vita, what do you think?
I am worried about not only... William, have you seen the network television TV show Glee?
I've seen a few episodes here and there.
Okay. I have not, so I will follow your lead.
Oh, no.
And I will assist however I can. I also wonder, though, what, once you want to subdue them, what is their goals here? Is it just to try to take us out? Why would they risk breaking into a private property?
I already know why she wants to do that.
Well, explain.
For sure.
She wants to kill me.
Yeah, that is true.
Yikes.
I mean, well, that's kind of the benefit of having you disguised as someone else, so that way, they won't be able to necessarily target you right away. But I think the plan is like, okay, so we're gonna try to have this crowd of human beings infiltrate the casino and to cause a big distraction, so all of us, with the people who have fallen asleep, are able to get out of there. From there, but there is the chance that there might not be enough people that show up. In which case, we are going to have to figure out a way to subdue these guys. Do we keep William out there long enough so that way he's like deep in conversation with them, and we somehow maybe use one of the bathroom teleportation things to secret passageway anyway things to sneak up behind them and disarm them and get them on the ground.
I think that's the plan.
Like, I think, like, so, like, okay, great that we have a whole crowd of people coming, but I also think there's a chance that we're gonna have to, like, at least get these guys down.
Yeah.
As well.
We also don't know how many people are actually coming, because am I supposed to be using the net friend skill to get people here, or are we just tweeting that we saw Cord Overstreet, who's apparently the biggest celebrity of this universe?
Well, okay, well, here's how you play. All right, this is Cliff now. All right, okay. Here's the thing. If I know anything about social media, I know that people like selfies. And what we should do is we should disguise William, and then Jeremiah, you take a selfie with William, and that's how you post it onto social media with the, like a sign of the casino or something in the background to kind of indicate, like,
I can geolocate the tweet. Hello?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I had no idea about that because I'm an old man.
What was the in-universe reason for, like, Jeremiah's online following?
Oh, we didn't come up with that yet. There's no... It's just I feel like it's just a quirky... I have a self-help Twitter.
Wait, no. I thought you were a politician, though.
I thought it'd be just to get the
I'm
younger,
a
like, the
failed politician. I'm a failed politician.
Sure.
Who started a new life several months ago, and part of that new life in Flats was building my social media empire.
Okay.
Did you guys not know this?
Okay. No, I don't think it has come up in the plot, but hey, now that
I'm
we're
offended
here...
that you all don't follow me. I thought we were friends.
It's like when you find out one of your friends has just like 100,000 Twitter followers, and it's like, yeah, I don't know, people just find me funny, I guess.
Vita
I recently started doing what kids call shit posting.
All right, so we have the plan. We got to make some rolls, and hopefully they go okay.
Yeah. All right. And meanwhile, Cliff will stand guard, I guess. Cliff in all this.
William, and if it goes badly, I can kill them.
That's the backup plan. Yes.
Okay.
All right, so I'll start with disguising. I'm going to use magic, which I have +2 on use magic.
Okay.
And then
first...
I can also. Oh,
okay. Sorry. First, hold on. Can I have you roll just roll plus sharp for me?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, superstar.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. Okay. Yeah, they've been looking around the casino, and it seems as if they're just, like, very surprised nobody's here. And they haven't left, but they are... It seems as if they haven't discovered any secrets.
Okay. Now can I do my magic roll?
Of course. I just like to make bad things happen if they can.
I'm obsessed with the fact that this is just us layering chaos on chaos on chaos right now.
Yes.
I'm not ready for this.
All right, I have a +3 overall for my using magic because making someone look like someone else is definitely beyond human limitations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really bad.
So
I'm going to die.
So you look like Cord Overstreet.
So you rolled 2.
But also like Gary Busey.
Walsh? Hey, Walsh?
Yes.
So the way that computers work is that with random number generators is that they always have the same like stream of them. Like they use like a specific order of numbers that they simulate with. Mm-hmm. Meaning if you didn't make me roll that shit, I would have succeeded. But instead I get 2 1s. And I level up.
How did this become Walsh's fault?
Okay. Yes, it's all my fault. But I mean, which would you rather have? Them still like looking around the casino and then your magic messing up, or them finding the secret entrance to the back room?
Good
and then
point.
Your magic, and then now your friend looks like Cord Overstreet.
Good point.
So,
But now we need a different plan.
Well, hold on. What's the results of this?
I was gonna say.
Yes,
Yeah,
what is the results of
so-
me trying to make William look like Cord Overstreet?
oh my god. So
Just make me look like Vita's true form. Just fucking make me look like a space
So
worm.
you try to like focus, and you're trying to recall what this like celebrity that you know is famous, but you're not too on top of pop culture yourself. Try to remember what he looks like, but it's kind of unfocused, and you can't quite remember his face. And
Okay.
while you're closing your eyes to focus, you then open your eyes again, and William's face definitely looks like one of those like Spy Kids like clay faces that like
Oh, no.
he was turning people into.
I thought you were
no.
gonna say that my face is an actual blur. Like,
Oh my god.
I messed up, and he looks like Jane Lynch now.
okay,
Yeah, now he just looks like Jane Lynch. That's way better.
okay. Step 1. Change me back right the fuck now.
I
You
don't
better
know if
not roll bad for that.
I don't know if I could do that.
Then how do I get back to normal?
It's temporary. I mean, like I said it should be temporary in the first place. Like that's part of the magic thing.
So I'm just gonna look like
so,
Jane
like-
Lynch for
Although-
an indeterminate amount
Just a
of
couple
time.
hours. Couple hours.
Although now that I realize it, at least he won't be recognized as William.
Yes.
True.
Yeah. So we. Okay. So
All right,
then.
who's next to be Cord Overstreetified? No, I'm kidding.
Whoa, okay. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Is anyone good with Photoshop? Because we could still get the crowd to bulldoze the casino.
How are we gonna... Does anyone have a fucking computer on them?
I got my phone and I got Facetune.
It'll work. It'll work. Let's do it.
Face two.
Come on.
Just take a
Alright.
picture and come on, just ah!
Yeah. Let's roll the stuff.
What does Vita think of this?
Vita's like, oh my god.
Vita's like, couldn't we have called the police or? No, this is good. This
Okay,
is good. This
in
will
all
work.
honesty,
This
I
is
feel
good
like
content.
the police would have made things even worse.
Yeah, the police. We can no longer rely on police in society in general.
Okay,
I
wait, I have a
understand.
question. I have a question.
Yes.
Can anyone else hear Vita, or is it just inside my head?
I believe
I
it's
think it's
just
just
inside
inside
your
your
head.
Okay, so I'm just talking to myself. Okay.
Who's
That's
the
totally
actor
fine.
who plays Cord Overstreet? Or
Isn't
that
that
is
his
the
name?
actor.
That is the
I thought
actor's
that was
name.
the actor's name.
That is the actor's name.
I'm working on something. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So then,
So then
Kels
do I have to
can-
roll? Or
yeah,
like,
I think
what do I do?
you have to roll for your social media thing. I think.
So
What does
now
it say?
I remind.
or
wait,
I'm rolling
hold
for
on.
Facetune.
Wait, I do remind you though, he doesn't look like Cord Overstreet. He looks like Jane Lynch now. Also from the television hit Glee.
Also, the
If
weakest
you-
link.
Well, wait a second then. Do we as a collective look at that and realize that we could just use Jane Lynch then?
I would hope.
Okay, so
I'm glad that a joke I made it easier for us.
So I'm beside myself right now, and I don't know if anybody else is gonna think this is really funny, but I was trying to morph together with this shitty software that I found, Cord Overstreet, and I wanted to do Cord Overstreet and Gary Busey, so he looked really screwed up looking. And it wouldn't let me, so I ended up morphing Gary Busey and Paris Hilton. What? But it kind of ended up looking like Jane Lynch.
So can you?
I don't know how, and I don't know why.
We have to. I don't know if we can include this part of the podcast because this is completely a visual gag for us.
So if you check the description of the podcast, because I don't want to post this on our social media.
No, wait,
If you check maybe I'll be convinced. If you check the description of this episode, you can
I'm
see this
actually
image.
crying because I didn't mean this isn't even what I wanted, and then you posted that photo of Jade Lynch literally as the morph finished, and I was like, oh my god! Why?
Hello everyone, it's me, Matthew Walsh, the coolest person around. That is, after you of course. If you're not following us, you should follow us on Twitter at The Table Party and at Team Chaos Pods, or on Instagram at Team Chaos Productions. And if you're not already, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we upload our podcasts on this as full videos, as well as any other weird ideas we have. The intro this episode was by Havana Music, with additional music by Louis Zong. If you'd like to have a commercial or have any short featured in the show, DM us on Twitter or Instagram, or send us an email to teamchaosprod@gmail.com and let us know. With that, let's get back to the table party.
So,
Okay. So
Anyway.
Cliff says, "Oh my god, you made him Jane Lynch."
does my voice sound like Jane Lynch?
Yes,
No.
oh.
No, not at all.
That's up to Hold'em.
Ugh,
Not-
Probably not.
what
Yeah.
the
Not with
hell?
2 1s, it doesn't.
Yeah.
All right. It's fine. Jeremiah, can you at least take a selfie and then instead of Cord, whatever the fuck his name is, say Jane Lynch? And I think that will still attract a reasonable amount of people.
I mean, she's
Jeremiah.
relevant on cable TV again, so...
Yeah, exactly. Is Jeremiah there? Kelcie?
What? I think that my audio might have cut out for a second. What did you want me to do?
Yep.
Oh, I hear you.
Could you just do your take your selfie with the roll for the selfie, I guess.
Roll
but,
for
like,
the selfie. All right.
Yeah.
Is it plus anything? Is it
Well,
plus?
can you read the ability to me? And for
Oh,
the
so
audience?
the selfie is going to be the net friends ability. That's what we're using.
Yes, that's what you guys
Okay.
are doing.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize. I thought that I was rolling. I thought that the net friends thing was going to be like had something to do with me posting it, not just taking the picture. That's why I was clarifying. You know, a lot of people on the internet, when you contact a net friend to help you with a mystery, roll plus charm. On a 10 plus, they're available and helpful. They can fix something, break a code, hack a computer, or get you some special information. On a 7 to 9, they're prepared to help, but it's either going to take some time or you're going to have to do part of it yourself. On a miss, you burn some bridges. So when I suggested the tweet the thing, I was going to use, like, I was going to say that I had, like, a social media manager, and that's who I was having help, like, boost the spread of the tweet.
Okay.
Reach. Not spread, reach.
Sure.
Spread them.
If this fails, I'm gonna fucking...
But I'm charm plus 3.
Oh shit!
Oh,
we're good.
thank God.
So that
Sir,
at
okay,
least
we're
gets
good.
us to the they're prepared to help, but it's either going to take some time or you're going to have to do part of it yourself.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay,
So
that's better than nothing. Better than nothing.
So that'll bring it to an 8, and I will say that it will take some time, but if we'll see if they stay in just the casino long enough for enough people to show up. You actually notice maybe it takes a few moments, but you see some millennials walking by, and they look at the door and they see that the glass is broken, and maybe they look around and they're like I don't see Jane Lynch here, and then they keep on going on their way. But it seems like a couple people from the small from another security camera that is actually located outside the front of the casino. You could see some people hanging around the casino slowly, and maybe hanging out. But it is definitely, I think, having Jane. You know what? I think it's going to be not that it's going to take some time. It's going to be you have to do a little bit yourself, in the sense that people are showing up to the location, but they're not seeing Jane Lynch.
So I gotta sprint.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, let's run out, and I think, or I think William's gonna have to run out. But then, what is our plan from the back now? Because we need to figure out a way to either subdue Jamie and Robbie, or we need to just get away from them and get the sleeping people away from them as well.
I have another question.
Sure.
What's my excuse for not being able to talk? Without using Will's voice.
You can. You lost your voice during a acting thing.
So
Waffles.
then I'll have one of you speak and do the manipulating for William.
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
I will say on the security cameras right now, you can kind of see the two of them hanging around maybe the main desk area. I did share images again, so you guys can go. So you're still in the underground area, or as Kelcie had put it previously, the weird-looking fallopian tube. And
Yes.
that other way that would have led out another door actually leads back up into the kitchen / small dining area.
Okay.
Actually, in the back rooms behind the river. It's actually pretty funny because if you do go that way, it actually exits out into the refrigerator that's there. And you're like, why did I never think of the same trick twice they'd pull? I don't know why I got all the words there mixed up, but you can then head out through the break room. You can take the one secret shortcut into the storage room, or even the gender neutral bathroom. But either way, you're going to be near the back of the casino, while while you still have them between you. Well, them between you and the main entrance, where it seems people are starting to congregate.
Right. Well, here's the thing. We need to get to the victims. We need to get to the people who have passed out somehow.
Yeah.
So you guys can take the other way up to the council meeting room.
Okay, so I think we should do that, and I feel like we need to figure out a way to wake people up, I guess is the bottom line.
The other council members explained that they didn't physically knock them out or anything. It was that they used magic to put them to sleep, and that if you do shake them, they should wake up.
Okay. So I think that we should do that. I think that someone should go out with Jane Lynch just in case.
I have
As,
no problem
maybe as a
doing
backup.
that because I have schmoozy shit underneath my charlatan.
Right, and you could
Yeah.
absolutely pretend to be a security officer of
Yeah.
some sort for Jane Lynch.
Wow, what a motley crew.
Okay, so Hold'em and I will then go wake up people and
Yep.
start figuring out that situation. I
Sure,
think that's where we're up to at this
So
point.
you guys are heading up to the council meeting room, and Jeremiah and William, which way are you guys going? Are you guys going up the same way, and then which way? I guess I should ask, which way are you entering the casino?
I feel like
Through
it would
the
need to be the
shattered
most
door.
glamorous way.
A cleverest way.
All right. Well,
Wait,
out of the
out the
bathroom.
break room, out the storage, or out the bathroom?
Out the bathroom.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
So I will say first, we'll say that Hold'em and Cliff, you guys make it up no problem to the council meeting room, where you do see just everybody kind of passed out on the floor. It takes a moment, but you start to shake everybody awake. Tex looks at you guys like, oh, what's going on? Oh.
Hey, long story short, some people who are after a couple of us are trying to shoot us. They're out in the casino now. They don't seem to I mean they knock Joker out, but I don't think they want to kill anyone but us. We're gonna do this weird Jane Lynch plan, and I explained to her the plan.
Oh?
Just roll with it, and we'll just we gotta wake up everyone we can.
All right. Do you want me to hang back and keep an eye on everybody, or do you want me to come with you guys, or all of us to come, or?
I mean, do you think that we need to if you're okay, everyone else should be, right?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Okay, so we just
we're
need to
all
get them up and then get those two out there subdued somehow.
good. Okay. All right. Would the extra backup or even extra people being out there maybe help, or should we?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, then everybody, come on. We'll head out onto the floor.
Cool.
And everybody, you can now got everybody following you, like a RPG party.
Hell yeah.
I just
Man,
love that this
this is gonna be a long term based battle.
I love that somewhere along the way this plan became, let's come up with some ridiculously named fabricated celebrity, and now we're left with Jane Lynch.
Yes,
I love how this just ended up there.
And you know what? Something in my heart thinks that Jane Lynch would appreciate being a part of this.
Probably.
All right, just deep down.
Deep down. Deep.
Deep down. So okay, we leave, and are we what's happening now?
What is the plan now? Are you guys letting Jane Lynch? Are you guys letting William and Jeremiah walk out first, or are you guys the crowd going to walk out first, or at the same time all out of the bathroom?
I think
Jane Lynch should go out first.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, and I think because we need some sort of distraction temporarily, as we all kind of exit the casino.
Yeah.
At this point,
here's my favorite thing about the magic. Gabe, what was William wearing today?
He was wearing a red and black sequin dress.
Just almost prepared. Just was
Just
ready
in
for
case he
ready
would
to
get
become
turned into
Jane Lynch.
Just in case. Oh, you just noticed this? This whole thing?
No, but seriously, probably maybe today he wanted to treat himself to something, so he has like fancy nerd attire.
Okay. Because it really is just like your body and Jane Lynch's face. Which is...
I thought my physicality would change too.
Oh no, this was a failed roll.
Yeah,
It was very bad roll.
Damn it.
yeah. I was like, I think giving you a different celebrity is enough charity for today.
Yeah.
And you got
Yeah,
but
and
yeah,
also,
unless-
is William short?
What?
He's the same height as I am, 5'10".
Okay, because
How tall is Jane Lynch?
yeah, how tall is Jane Lynch?
all right. Roll.
I think probably close
Someone
to
roll
that.
pusher.
I'm searching it.
She's
Oh
6
yeah,
foot.
you guys
She's
have
6
iPhones,
foot.
you just,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The camera adds to it.
Yeah, she's a tall lady.
Damn.
She's 6 foot. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
We're all
Chris,
like,
where
we're all like,
where
yeah, she's
were
6
you?
foot. Wow. And then like
5 minutes later.
you know,
Yeah,
no,
she's
it's
6
just like
foot.
the camera adds 2 inches. You know, it's one like you know. It's just
Oh, I didn't hear anyone say 6 foot. That's why I got distracted.
Well,
Okay.
Peppa Pig is 7'1".
what?
Shut the F up.
That's from a fucking fan wiki. everyone, like, they're like middle school students. They do the search and then they read the first thing and then they don't click on the website.
Yeah. Oh boy.
If Olaf is 5'6", that means Elsa and Anna are 10 feet tall.
All right. Oh, I want to see how this Jane Lynch thing plays out here.
Sure. You guys tell me what happens, and I will say how people react. So, William, you are leading the charge. You tell me how everybody comes out. And how you step out.
I feel like. Okay. I feel like in order to play the part as best as I can, I need to look like my shit doesn't stink. So, probably just have someone carrying me out.
Oh, I am so
Please.
excited to carry you over the threshold.
Sure.
Please do.
Yeah. Or Jeremiah, you tell me now. What does this look like? You guys are stepping out of the gender-neutral bathroom.
It literally looks like we got married in the bathroom. I'm telling you right now. It looks like I'm carrying Jane Lynch out of the bathroom over a threshold, like we have just been betrothed.
With like a crowd of people behind you, as if like they were all at the wedding. And I like at this point, I will say, Jamie and Robbie have definitely gotten a little confused by the like crowd of people that have been like standing outside now, like looking in. So they've been a little bit hesitant to keep looking around, and they've kind of like concealed their firearms, and they see this. They see Jeremiah holding Jane Lynch wedding style, and like a crowd of people following behind, as if like, oh my god, we're so happy. Like, oh my god, it's Jane Lynch. And do you have them like acting up like that, or are we just kind of like following?
Oh,
behind?
absolutely. Yeah, we've coached them to get really excited. Me, I am standing in the back trying to hide because I know that Jamie saw me
Okay.
before. Oh wait, no. It was
No,
Hold'em. Hold'em was the one.
Hold'em was the one that Jamie had saw.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
then Hold'em.
I'm staying hidden.
Okay,
Okay.
I will be. Yeah, I'll be near the front.
Yeah, you're kind of. We'll say. Yeah, you're kind of like making some noise, like, "Oh my goodness, is that Jane Lynch?"
Oh my god!
To be honest, this is not the direction I pictured this session going.
No,
And
but it's
not
great.
at all.
None of us have.
No, I was
is
ready
great.
for dramatics,
Me too.
and
Kelsey, I think was the one that led the ridiculous trade on this, and I'm very happy about it. Honestly.
Did I?
Yeah.
so
Cool.
who's making the noise? Is it Jeremiah who's like, everybody step back, it's Jane Lynch, or is Cliff just like getting the attention?
If I
of the
say
people?
everybody steps back, it's gonna sound like she drowned herself in the sink. Everybody get back! Jane Lynch! Give her some room to breathe.
Which I also realize makes it even better too, because every time you use the secret entrance, the toilet makes a flushing noise. So it's like flush, and then like all of you step out.
They're gonna
But-
think that
so
I
who's-
assaulted Jane Lynch with a swirly.
So who's making the noise here to try to get the attention of Jeremiah's online followers?
This is so stupid.
I will. Well, Jeremiah is the one that did it, right? So wouldn't Jeremiah be yelling for them or like inviting them over?
Oh my god, I'm crying. This is so stupid.
Are you? Yeah, I think Jeremiah. I think you're the one that's calling your
All right,
followers over.
Jeremiah, make a. You know what? No, I guess this would just be part of your role. I've been trying to figure out who's kind of getting their attention to have a manipulate somebody role, but this I gave you. That was the ultimatum that you guys had to like step out onto the casino floor, and I think you've caused enough confusion through your entrance and through the congregation of people that it's not going to cause like a hostile or like tense conundrum or issue, and
Okay,
now
cool.
everybody's like, oh my god, that's Jane Lynch, and they are just stepping through. Remind you, all of the doors are still locked. They're stepping through the broken glass door, like
Millennials,
stepping
am I
on
right?
glass. Am I right? And just walking into this closed-looking casino to be like, oh, cool, it's Jane Lynch. And so you now have
Popular.
probably a group of, I want to say, we'll say about 40, 50 people that are slowly making their way into the casino as if this is some kind of like strange like celebrity meet and greet. And just Robbie and Jamie are so confused, and Robbie's like, what the fuck is going on? And Jamie's like, is that Jane Lynch? And
I'm sorry that this has derailed everything.
I keep thinking that we're not going to have a more insane recording session than Renaissance.
This is getting up there.
And Joker is regaining consciousness and looks up and is like, is that Jane Lynch?
Everyone says, "Is that Jane Lynch?"
Is that Jane Lynch?
Table Party has been brought to you by Team Chaos Productions. Find us on Twitter at The Table Party, and find more of our work at Team Chaos Productions. See you again soon. Later. And on Instagram as at Team Chaos Productions. And if you're not subscribed to us yet, you should subscribe to